Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Uh, I am taking an interview with Professor Nehal Rami. He is taking care of bioinformatics lecture in Mehsana Urban Institute of Sciences. Today, we are here to make some light on the role of bioinformatics towards life sciences. So, to begin with this session, I would like to raise a basic question that everyone knows that, according to you, sir, how you can define bioinformatics?
Well, bioinformatics is a combination of a dual degree. We can say life science combines with the information technology, and ultimately we are having a new application in the market which is known as a bioinformatics.
Okay. So, can you focus some lights on current trends in bioinformatics, sir?
Yeah, definitely. At present, you can see that in the market we are having a great boon in the field of life sciences. Day by day, researches keeps on increasing. The major drawback in the field of life sciences we can say is the cost effectivity as well as the time duration in the research. So to help out in such an area, so we are having a help of a bioinformatics. Just we can say for the usage of various tools or techniques, we are using the online databases, various web resources to increases the research activity with a limited time duration. And with the help of a search tools or databases, we are having a huge history of a biological data which we can access easily with a fraction of a seconds in the market.
Uh, According to you, sir, where you put bioinformatics in life sciences?
Life sciences, whenever we are talking about, we are dealing with the research activities, various biological materials, and as we are going for the research in the market, then we can say we have to just go for the various informations of any of the biological topic. Just we are working on some a simple topic, then we have to go for its history as well as its future. So in such a situations, if we are having lots of data in the formation of a database, then we can have a help to understand the topic in a better way. So bioinformatics provides the base for the creation of a various databases of a similar topic. So in that case, we can say life sciences can be have a better application of a bioinformatics. Advanced research is possible with the help of a bioinformatics. So whenever we are talking about the life sciences, just for say we can say microbiology, biotechnology, or we can say various applied sciences, any of such a courses, we can go further beyond research. Time limitation can be limited along with the usage of a bioinformatics. So advanced research is possible easily with the help of a bioinformatics help.
Okay, as you told me, sir, that it will be helpful in life science. So I put on next question is the specific area bioinformatics is going to contribute in life science according to you.
Yeah, see, just for simple example, we can say pharmaceutical sciences, right? So a simple example, if I can give, is that the pharmacology department. Inside that, we are studying about the genomic informations, various drugs that is dealing with the specific genes inside the genome. So, if we are having a specific drug which directly act on a specific abnormal genes, then we can work it out for the tailor-made disease in future. So that is the best example for the pharmaceutical sciences with the usage of a bioinformatics. We can just go for it.
Okay, and what about the life science applications? If you think as a usage of bioinformatics tool.
Yeah, in the life sciences, we are having various applications. Just for example, we can say sequence alignment, sequence matching, phylogenetic analysis, pharmacokinetics, many applications. Just for simple example, if you are having a sample from any of the historical places, we can just isolate the DNA, go for the sequencing. If we are getting the sequence, then we can just go for the sequence similarity with the usage of a various online tools. Just we can say blast or a fast, a normal example, easily used tools, freely available, and with the help of such a similarity tools, we can check out the characterizations of the sequences, the sample which we have isolated from the various historical place, and is that sample matching with any of the organisms which is being researched and sequenced previously. If it is not, then we can come to the conclusion that yeah, we have find out some novel organisms, some novel sample which we can get from any of such a various historical place which we are visiting. And if it is matching with the various organisms, We are checking out how much it is matching. Is there any evolutionary relationship? If it is yes, then we can go for the phylogenetic studies as well.
Okay. As you told me that there are various tools available for life sciences, but what I think on the roof of that, that is a computational tools that is mandatory. So, as a being bioinformatician, what do you think? How much computational knowledge that one should have, as well as life science people?
Yeah, a major question which rises in everyone's mind that yes, whenever we are going for the bioinformatics approach, then we required a hi-fi computer knowledge, but it is not so. If you are a person basic having a knowledge of a computer fundamental, that is just we can work it out for the Windows, MS Office, as well as the internet. If you are a daily internet users, then you can just go for the bioinformatics approach. The need is that you should have a clear biological basics, life science as well as the molecular biology basics should be cleared. Along with that, if you are having a basic knowledge of a computers, then we can go for it. It is not a hard task. So a fundamental knowledge from the computer side is mandatory, but not a programming language or not a such a hi-fi requirement is there for the bioinformatics.
So, as a being a life science person, what kind of computational knowledge that one should possess?
Yeah, if a person is coming from the life science background, then he should have a better surfing capacity. He should be aware regarding the internet usage, website usage, web sources, specific requirement for the bioinformatics, basics that is a normal Word, Excel, PowerPoint that is MS Office, Windows usage, GUI application. He should be familiar with these basics. If he is a layman, then it will be little bit hard for him or her to go for the bioinformatics. Else, basic requirement will be quite easier for the bioinformatics studies.
Okay, sir. Thank you. My next question is how bioinformatics will be helpful to the life science people right now.
Fine. If a life science student, just for example, if any student is working out for his PhD purposes, he is a research scholar. After the completion of a research activity, if he is having such a sequence isolated, then he or she can submit such a sequence in the international market for the scientific society. With the usage of various online tools, that is a Bankit or a Sequin, directly he or she can submit the sequences to the NCBI databases. Various nuclear databases at present available in the market day by day keeps on progressing. And if it is there, then yes, in the international market we can publish our own sequence, and we are directly as well as indirectly helping the scientific community. So it is a best example that we are just doing the research and just giving our data to the international market for the scientific society, and along with that we also get benefited for the various publications. Scientific community comes together with the usage of such an activities.
Do you think that the publication to life science that will be going to be changed towards the usage of computer?
Yeah, definitely. Because if we are publishing our informations just only in the journals that is physically available, then various users of a scientific community cannot interact with one another with the help of a physical data only. If we are having a such a data on the online basis, online databases can help out, then from one end to another end of any of the world, we can search out the informations and we can interact with one another, as well as the scientific informations can be shared on the daily basis, even on the various second basis as well. So the usage of a science will be increased in such an activity. So it should be there definitely.
Sir, you mentioned to tool bank it and other one, sir, I forget the name, that will be used to submit the data for publication.
Pardon? Repeat the question, please.
Sir, you mentioned two tools for the submission of publication. That is
Yeah.
one is a bank and another is a I forget
One
the
it
name.
is a one it is a Banquet, and second it is a Sequin, which
Sick.
is available. Yeah, it is available on the NCBI website. Banquet it is online tool, and Sequin it is an offline tool which can be downloaded in your computer.
Okay, so these tools are basically specific for life science people or any science people will able to deal with this kind of tools.
Any science people can use these tools, and they can submit the nucleotide sequences or protein sequences with the help of such tools to the NCBI database, nucleotide as well as the protein databases.
How NCBI is important to life science people, sir?
NCBI is a web portal that is a National Center for the Biotechnology Information. On such a web page, we can have a huge bulk of data which is very useful for the life science people. starting from, we can say, basic information, so from the small cell and up to the genetic information, so we can find out such a better information on the NCBI web page. If any person is a layman, then also he or she can easily surf out the information from the NCBI. He can go for it. Basics, we can say, genetics as well as molecular biology, such a fundamentals. Even we can go for the sequential informations, protein sequential informations, as well as the EST sequence, that is express sequence tags, various genomes, genes, as well as the phylogenetic taxonomical details can be found out from the NCBI. So one can have a huge access of informations from the NCBI. Along with the NCBI, we can also having such a web portal, that is a DDBJ, we can say DNA Data Bank of Japan, and a main proteomic server, that is expasy.org. So we can go for any of the such biological activities.
There are a number of tools or online web portals too available for life science people, as you mentioned, sir. But
Yes.
do you think that too many web portals that will be creating dilemma towards the mind of life science people? He or she might be confused which is good or which is not. So can you give me the lights on those web portals which are authorized?
Yeah, definitely. In such a case, yeah, you're right that we are having a confusion in such an activities, but we have to just rely on the web sources which is being daily updated, as well as they are having an international collaboration. Just for example, we can say NCBI, DDBJ, and the EBI, that is a European Bioinformatics Institute, having an international collaboration. So such a web portals are daily updated on the day basis, not on the monthly basis, not on the weekly basis. It is being updated on the daily basis. Along with that, as they are having an international collaborations, so they are sharing their informations day by day. At the end of a day, they are exchanging their informations. So for a user, if they have to submit their information, then from any of these three websites, they can submit the informations to any of the single web sources. So they are exchanging their informations on the daily basis. So we have to rely on such a web sources which are updating their data on daily basis, specifically the research activities.
Okay, sir. As you mentioned, there are various applications of bioinformatics towards life science. So, if you consider each and every discipline of life science, how these bioinformatics applications will be vary?
Yeah. Whenever we are talking about the applied sciences, we are just limited to only the wet labs. But whenever we are going for the wet labs, we are having a sample of our DNA. From that DNA, we are going for the various practicals, that is electrophoresis, or we can say sequencing processes. In such a case, we are having a small thread-like structure of our DNA. Further, if we just go for the advanced sciences techniques, then we are having at present sequencers in the market. With the help of our sequencers, at present we can sequence the informations of our DNA within 3 days with the usage of various new concepts of sequencing.
Excuse me.
And whenever we are dealing with such an activities, from sequencing, now whatever the data is being generated, the sequential informations, now in that case all that sequential information will be updated on the online databases. So such an activity, all that biological informations of our DNA, characterization of our DNA, all such informations can be available from the online databases. So bioinformatics can be helpful in each and every field of our life sciences. Whenever we are going for the research in the wet labs, we should not limit to the dry labs. At present, we are having a usage of a computers in all the field. Reason is what? Increasing the usability, speedability of the user. Within a fraction of a seconds, we want an output. So in certain situations, if any research is being conducted previously, then how can we check the records without the usage of such a database? Online database is must in such a situations. That is the reason why bioinformatics at present in the market. After the completion of a human genome project, we are having a huge data of a bio in the market. So to have a free access and easy access of all such data in the scientific community, we are having online tools as well as databases in the market. So it is must required for each and every life science people to trigger out the research. Their wet lab research, quite it is must.
People says that bioinformaticians knows all the things, but on the other hand, there will be some issues that they will be having expertise in only one of the subjects. So, what do you think, as a being a bioinformatician or a life science person, he or she must be experts in only one specification, or he should know all the areas of their expertise?
As per my experience, we should have expertise mostly in all the biological sciences. That is, whenever we are talking about a life science, it includes various streams. We can say chemistry, biology, mathematics, physics, microbiology, biotechnology, applied science courses. In such a situations, if any person, maybe he or she may be masters in the IT, that is information technology, but he or she is not having the knowledge of a basics regarding the molecular biology, or we can say mathematical aspects, then in such a situations to be an expert of a bioinformatics not possible. Yeah, in such a situations we can go for the second option, that usage of a various tools, online tools which is available. We can use such a tools in the field of a life science, go for the research, generate the meaningful output, and then interpret the results. So now in such a situation, interpretation of a biological information is must.
Okay, sir. Thank you. As we know that, as you mentioned, sir, various applications in life science, but nowadays drug designing is a booming industry in biopharmaceutical from
Yes.
a couple of years back. But nowadays trends that has been changed after incorporation of bioinformatics. So my next question is, how much bioinformatics contribute to drug designing?
Yeah, fine. In the case of a drug designing, we can check the better affinity of any molecule to bind to the target. How much effective will be that molecule binding to the target site can be checked easily with the help of a drug designing softwares. Various softwares freely available, we can say Argus Lab. Along with that, we are having various commercial softwares as well in the market. For example, Molgrove, Discovery Studio, various such tools are available with the usage of which we can have a better RMS value, and along with that we can go for the better efficacy of that molecule, and we can check out how effectively that molecule bind to the target site. So such a various database, we can say, whenever we are talking about a data, we are having a collection of a various molecules we can talk it about, and whenever we are having such a list of molecules at the same time with a few moments, we can check out which molecule will be quite effective, quite betterly touching and just attaching to the target site. So that is quite easily checked with the help of a bioinformatics approach. So at present, it is having a revolution in the field of a drug designing.
So with the help of bioinformatics techniques, we can say that we can reduce the time that was taken earlier, that is 15 to 20 years, that will be reduced to 10 to 12 years, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Uh, so what you think that all biological people must have to attend practical training in bioinformatics?
Yeah, definitely. Because at present we can say we are having a huge competition in the market, right? So whenever if any person is having a specific expertise in the subject, then he or she may have a huge competition. Whenever we are going for the research in the market in such a situations, we should have a advanced concepts in our mind. And at present, we can say technology usage of a technology is quite much in each and every area of a science or technology. So now in such a situations, if we are having a knowledge of a bioinformatics, then we can just speed up the research. We are having a various online databases which stores the informations of a biological materials. Such informations can be effectively used on a daily basis by the research persons in any of the field of a sciences. So according to me, if any person belongs to the science or technology, he should have at least basic knowledge regarding the databases or the tools which is available online as well as freely available for the scientific community. Then why should not we use it? So better go for it and speed up the research in the field of sciences.
So this bioinformatics knowledge to life science people will be served under the context of bioinformatics workshop, if I'm not wrong. So, sir, what do
Yeah,
you
that.
think that this bioinformatics workshop will be helpful to people more efficient or not?
Yeah, sure. In such a situation, many students or many professors, they are not having at present enough awareness regarding the bioinformatics. Just for simple example, one of my colleague is having a knowledge of phylogenetic analysis. He is a renowned taxonomist, but he don't know how to submit the sequences. He is having a huge list of the sequences at present in the names of him, but don't know how to submit the sequence in the NCBI database. So we are having a lackness of the awareness in the field of bioinformatics. So in such a situations, if we can conduct these seminars, symposiums, or workshops Why workshops? Because we should have a practical hands, then and only then a science person can came to know that we are having such a huge pool of information, rather we can say biological informations in the market. So yes, obviously awareness is required via the bioinformatics workshops.
Did you have conduct any workshop in your academic institute earlier, or you will
Yeah.
be planning to conduct bioinformatics workshop towards life science people?
Yeah, definitely. We have conducted such a two workshops. So one specially we conducted the national workshops in the field of bioinformatics, especially for the biotechnology and the microbiological people. And that workshop was on the national level, which was successfully completed before 2 years. And just after 1 year, before 1 year, we have completed another workshop especially for the drug designing, and it was a online session directly from the Hyderabad.
Okay, sir. Thank you. My next question is, as we discussed, the importance of bioinformatics to life science people. So it implies that its importance to particular region, says in Gujarat and India. So to in accomplishment of that, what you think? How bioinformatics will be grown up in the area of Gujarat as academic level as well as industry level?
Yeah, if we are talking about a national scenario, then it is yes already emerged in the India. So, in the various states of India, we are having a research activity based on the bioinformatics tools and the applications. Even we are having a various trainings, PG diploma training based programs as well in the various states of India. Main goal behind this is that if any students completing the degree or the education in the field of life sciences, he should get better education regarding the bioinformatics. So for such a purpose, we are having various such programs, and in various industry as well, we are having such a departments. If you are talking about a national scenario, whenever we are going for the state level, that is a Gujarat level scenario, in various pharmaceutical industries, we are having a separate uh, department for the bioinformatics research along with the biological R&D centers, but it is at present upcoming field in the state of Gujarat.
Okay, so if you compare study level of bioinformatics to the national level at India, then what do you find?
Yeah, as on the aspects of academics, the education which is being imparted in the state of Gujarat, it is quite well similar on the context of a national, we can say. But as we are talking about the industry grown up, so in such a situations, we should have a various industries in the market which focuses the R&D activities, not only the profit oriented activities. So in the state of Gujarat, we are having the industries which mostly concern about the profit oriented activities, but if we are considering about the national level, then in such a situations, yeah, we are having a various such industries which is having a risk-based factor regarding the R&D, and they are just specific focusing this area. So we are having a bioinformatics approach quite well in the national scenario.
Sir, you mentioned lots of importance of bioinformatics right now, but what do you think? How important bioinformatics will be after 15 years? 15 years, sorry.
50 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, see, as I told you, if any person belongs to the life sciences, then it will be must for each and every person of a biological science to have a knowledge of a bioinformatics after 50 years. If any person coming and saying that what is bioinformatics, I don't know, then he is not eligible to be considered as a life science people, because we have to go for the research, and for the research along with the wet labs, we are having a dry lab at present in the market, and such a dry lab which consists of a various biological data, all the informations which is being researched on the daily basis being updated on the international market. So we should have awareness regarding all such data, all the updates in the science, and without that we would be a quite an empty vessel. So according to me, obviously any person of a field of a science or technology, he should have a better understanding of a BI or the various web sources insist. So obviously after 50 years, each and every research scholar should have a same impact of a BI in the mind.
So as per your concern, it will be integration, more integration toward the life science and bioinformatics rather than individual student having bioinformatics knowledge and life science people. if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
definitely. Definitely. We
Thank
should
you,
have a
sir.
better integration.
Okay, sir. My last question is, what is the future of bioinformatics in India if you compare with the rest of the world?
Yeah, fine. As the aspects of a future we are talking about, then if any person belongs to the core IT as well as the dual knowledge, if he or she consists, that is IT as well as the biological sciences, then that person have a better aspects of a future in the case of a bioinformatics industries. If we are talking about only biological person not having an expertise in the programming for the bioinformatics, then such a persons can avail the jobs in the various R&D centers that is dealing with the approaches integrated with the BI as well as the life sciences. So if you are talking about the futures, it is a quite good in the field of research activities. The need is that we should have a better patience as well as a research oriented activity specific goal. In such a situations, we can go for the better future as well. But if we have to go for designing the such tools, then in such a situation, specific requirement of a programming side should be there and it is must. So better understanding of programming is required if you have to design your tool yourself.
Okay,
If
but
you are students of a biological science, then in such a situations, programming not compulsory, but interpretation of a biological information with the usage of a web tools, it is must.
okay, but if you think, sir, as a industry point of view,
Fine.
industry that belongs to life science, they are utilizing bioinformatics techniques at India level, and if you compare these to internationally, then what you find the industry is going to be grown up in India, or they will not having that mindset up.
If we are talking about the usage of a technology and the approaches of a bioinformatics in the India as compared with the other countries, and we can say yes, it is a little bit low as compared to the international market because according to the international scenario, if we are comparing the national scenario, then yes, awareness of a bioinformatics was little late in the case of India. But at present, yes, every institute is working out in the field of a bioinformatics and just they're uplifting their informations, biological data, and having an awareness in such a field. Now they are just switching on to the bioinformatics approach for the various research oriented activities.
So, sir, you have mentioned the definition. What is bioinformatics? What are the current trends in bioinformatics right now? How it is helpful to life science people under the context of different applications? How computational awareness that is mandatory to life science people if you compare with bioinformatician, and specifically role of bioinformatics to drug designing. Uh, to sum up the session, I come to know that without bioinformatics knowledge, life science people will not survive after 10 years. But nowadays, the usage of bioinformatics is mandatory to all life science people. So it's been very pleasure to have an interaction with you. Thank you very much for giving your precious time to me, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Hadik. Nice meeting you.
Okay, same to you, sir. Have a great day. Take care, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.